Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video will be on this halter neck dress. I will be focusing more on the halter neck in this tutorial. And the first thing I'm going to be doing is to mark a straight line to serve as our starting point. So this pattern, we are going to be using it for the front and the back. So once you are done cutting the front, you are not going to, shaping and do some adjustment for the back. Then from there, I'm going to go ahead and mark the length of this top. So you go ahead and measure your child and know how long his or her top is going to be and insert your measurement. So that once I am done with that, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to take my neck measurement. For the width of my neckline, I'm doing 3 inches. For the depth, during this tutorial, I did 3 inches, but I would advise that you do anywhere from 4 to 5 inches. If your child is like 7 to 8 years, 6, 7, 8 years upwards. So, but if you are working with a younger child, is okay. That 3 inches for 3.5 is okay. So the next thing I'm going to be marking is my shoulder measurement divided by 2, and then from there I went down by 3.5 inch for my shoulder slope, and I'll go ahead and connect it to the neckline. Once I am done with that, from the shoulder slope, I'm going to go down by 6 inches for my chest line or for my bust point. So this 6 inches is just my shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus 0.5 or 0.75 inches. That's what I usually do. And then at that point, I'll go ahead and insert my bust measurement divided by 4, and I'll connect my armhole. And since my bust and my waist are the same thing, the same measurement, I'll just extend this line onto the waist measurement. So that is basically it for the at this point you know that we are trying to cut out our basic borders, which we are going to be using as a guide to continue with this tutorial. So once I am done with that, you can see what we have. I'm going to go ahead from my armhole, from my bust point, I'm going to go ahead and connect this line upward to the neckline. And that's it for the halter neck design. Then we are going to continue with every other necessary things we are going to be doing. So I'll go ahead and cut this out. Sorry for the noise that you can hear at the background. We are on meet and break, so you might be getting a lot of noise moving forward. So I've already transferred this pattern to my fabric. You can see I added my stitching allowance all around, and my fabric is folded into 2. So for the back one, we are going to be cutting off this from the chest line. We are going to be cutting it off from the from this for our back bodies. But if you don't want yours to be this low, all you have to do is to mark out a basic bodice pattern and then come up by 1 inch, 2 inches, and then cut straight. That's it. And don't forget to add your zipper allowance and then your stitching allowance as you transfer to your pattern. So this is the front, and then the other one is for the back. So once we are done with that, I'm going to go ahead and measure what I have here. From that point, I'll measure all the way to the armhole. Whatever I have there, I'm going to remember what we took out for our front neckline. I'll go ahead and measure it. During this tutorial, I took out about 3 inches. So I'll go, measure that, and then include the 3 inches now. And then for the back neckline, from the shoulder line to where the back stops, so I'm also going to consider that measurement as well. If your chest measurement is 6 inches, then you're also going to add that 6 inches to the measurement. So I hope you understand this. So from the point of that triangular shape to the armhole plus your front neckline plus for your back neckline, that's what you're going to be measured, plus extra 2 inches just in case. And then for the width of the fabric, I have 2.5 inches, so that's what you're going to cut out. If you don't understand this, please do well to leave a comment and I will explain further what we are doing. So from the back I'm going to go ahead and stitch down by 1/2 inch to this point that we have. So I'll stitch it down by 1/2 inch. Please don't do it to stop at that point. So I'll go ahead and pin this down so that we'll know what we are doing. And then once we are done stitching it down, I'm going to fold by 1/2 inch and then fold over again. This bold fold depends on what you want. If you want yours to be tiny, please do it to make it tiny. If you want yours to be bold, just this way, do it to do it. And then when you stitch down and you get to that pointed edge, you continue your stitch into the strap of this fabric. So you continue this stitch this way. I hope you understand all the way to the end. So guys, once you are done with that stitching, this is what we have at this point. You can see what I said. You should continue with the stitching of this fabric strap. So we are going to repeat the same thing for the other side. From the back bodice, or from the back of the fabric, you're going to place this one this way. You're going to stitch down all the way to where it meets the other one. I hope you get this. So with that pointed edge, don't pass there. So once you get to that place you miss the other one, you stop, and then you fold over to the other side and do the same thing that you see me doing, and stitch down. So once you get to that junction that they meet each other, what you do is to open this up, place this one this way, and then cover this one this way, and then continue to your stitch just like we did for the first one. You continue your stitch until you get to the end. So guys, this is what we have at this point, and it's coming together beautifully. So the next thing you're going to be doing is to bring in our back bodies. So this is what we have for our back bodies. Don't forget to add your zipper allowance because of this style, and also to um add your stitching allowance. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the back bodies, and then from the zipper allowance you come in by about 2 to 3 inches. But before then, you're going to go ahead and measure. Remember, we added extra inches as we cut out this strap. So you go ahead and measure your front neckline and your back neckline, and then you cut out the excess that you have there. So from that junction, you measure your front neckline, and then the neckline, the from your shoulder to your where the back one started, and you're going to go ahead and cut out the excess. I hope you understand this. I've explained this earlier. So that's what we are trying to replace, because I added extra to my when I was cutting it out. So I'm just trying to cut out the excess. So guys, once we are done with that, the next thing you're going to be doing is to bring our back bodies at this point now. Then I cut out this small fabric for our facing. You can see it's 2 because our back bodies is also 2. So I'm going to go ahead and open my back bodies to the front, and then I'm going to pick up. So I'll place the front bodies front facing front, and I'll go ahead and place this. So you come in from the zipper allowance by 2 to 3 inches. I'll go ahead and pin it down. Then use the facing that we cut out to cover it up, and then you can go ahead and pin down at this point. Please, while placing this strap, make sure it's not folded so that you don't have a twisted fabric at the end of the day. So I'll place the other one, and then I'll close it up and stitch it down and pin it down. Then once I am done with that, you're going to go ahead and stitch down by half of an inch on both sides. So guys, this is what we have at this point. So the next thing you're going to be doing is to serge the facing that we just added. So once you serge it, and this is for people that won't be putting lining. If you're going to be putting full lining, please do yours full lining, but I'm just doing facing because this is for the purpose of this tutorial. But if you're going to be using lining, please do a full lining. So I'll go ahead and serge the facing, and then use my hemming gum to hold it down. So once we are done with that, I'm going to go ahead and stitch down my two seam side by the allowance that you added, and then attach the zipper, and then you're going to go ahead and continue with every other layering of this ball gown. If yours to be a ball gown, or if it's going to be a top, you just go ahead and search this. And I hope you find value in this video. If you have a tutorial on layering your ball gown is already on my channel, please check the video that will be after this tutorial, that will pop up after this tutorial, or that will be on the screen right now. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching.